Hey guys, welcome to Stitchy Reese Pieces. I am back with a doozy of a video. We have the 2024 end of year WIP Parade, and I have a ton of WIPs. I have no idea if I'm going to have to break this into two. This last summer when I did this, I did two different videos because it was so long. I'm hoping I don't have to do that, and I'm hoping I can just get through this. I have a lot of WIPs. I'm out of breath. I just ran downstairs to let my dog outside. I have a lot of WIPs, and I want to go quickly because I would really love to organize my kitchen after this, but it's going to take a while. So we're going to jump in. We're going to see how this goes. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Erica. I know a lot of people are new for WIP Parades. So, my name is Erica. Stitchy Reese Pieces is my channel. I have an Etsy shop named Reese Pieces, a play on my last name. That's why my channel is named the way it's named. I do all things stitchy. I have been sewing for years and years and years, cross-stitching for the last 2 to 3 years. I just taught myself to knit 2 months ago. So I have WIPs of all things stitchy and yarn and all that. I may show you some knitting WIPs at the end of this, depending on how this goes and the timing. But mostly this will be cross stitch WIPs. So yeah, grab a project to work on and get cozy because this is going to be a long video. I just know it. Before we fully jump into the WIPs, I wanted to update you really quick on the new bags in my shop. I sell project bags for all different things, as long as wallets and purses and everything. But I don't know if I ever showed these, so I wanted to show these two Christmas bags are up in my shop. These are my deluxe cross-stitch project bags. So I have a few different kinds, clear vinyl front, different kinds. These are the deluxe ones. They are have a big zipper on the top, but they also have a half, so it goes down to about there. A half deep pocket on the front. So it's like a double zip, full leather, fully lined bag. And so these are the cross-stitch ones. So I have this pretty holly one and this one. It's almost like a little Christmas sampler bag. So I wanted to show you those real fast. And also before we get started, if you are into knitting and yarn, or these could be for other things too, I also have two different project bag styles that I have not shown. I don't think I've shown this one. These are the open, sorry, it was folded in my cabinet, open wide zip pouch bags. These would be good for socks. So this one has a little matching Notions zipper pouch with it. And again, they open really wide. This is small, so it would just be good for a sock or mitten or something. Same size with this fun fall print. And this one also has a little zippered Notions pouch with it. So there's those two in my shop. And the last of the bags that I wanted to show you are the newest style that I have just added. And I have small, medium, and large sizes in various prints. So these are the drawstring bags. So this one is just my personal one, but to show you the size, this is a large. It's got my sweater I'm working on and 2 skeins of yarn and paper, and this is a size large, so even large holds that. But I have a chicken up in my shop, size large. These have 2 slip pockets on the inside, and all these that I'm going to show you are the drawstring. If I can do it, I can't do it holding up, where it closes on a drawstring, and it has the full leather to hold it. So I have the chicken style, that one's large, this is also a size large. Kind of a pretty floral. Then this is size medium, be good for 2 at a time socks. There's this Christmas house. This one's kind of fun because it's got gold shimmery shine. This one is also shiny. This one is a little harder because I didn't realize that this faux leather would be really tight. So it doesn't cinch super tight because it's so thick, but it cinches fairly well. So that one's in the shop. My absolute favorite one, I want to keep it for myself, are these little lambs with the hearts. gray inside. Again, they have 2 slip pockets. This is size medium. Just so stinking cute. And then I have 2 small, be good for socks, Christmas patterns. So, if you are a knitter or a crocheter or just in the, like, need a type of a bag like this, I have all these are brand new listed in my shop. With that, I also have, let me show you with this one. I also have yarn sleeves. So you put this over the yarn, over your yarn ball, and it keeps it from going everywhere. This is like a, this one I have a handle on. This is one of my like prototypes, but you just put your yarn ball in there and it keeps it like tidy and clean. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but a lot of these bags have a matching yarn sleeve, like that one does, this one does, that Swiss Alps one has one. So yeah, and then I have my cute little cup of yarn cozies that go over your yarn. So if you're a knitter or crocheter, these are in my shop. That's all I wanted to do with that little announcement. I'm going to toss those carefully to my cabinet over there. Okay, now on to the cross stitch WIP Parade. I'm staying cozy with my mosaic crochet blanket. This is a WIP that I am working on and hoping to have done soon, but it is keeping me warm. So, if you have sensitive ears and you don't like zipping of bags or crinkling of things, you might want to turn off my channel because I do not have time to open everything. I have a ton of WIPs. They're all around me on the floor. They're up here, and it just is there's going to be noises. So, I'm sorry. It is what it is. But I'm excited to show you what I have. I'm hoping to talk fast, but not too fast, because, like I said, I would like to organize my kitchen today. So, I'm going to go through this. Let's see if we can do it in under an hour. Ready? Here we go. First one, and the wimpiest little start that I have, but still a start, so I'll show you, is my Dimensions Gold Collection Gracious Era. This one, yeah, there's going to be a glares because the window right behind you is a window. So there's going to be a glare, but it is what it is. Okay, this one I wanted for a long time. Finally got it, decided to start it, but only got 2 strands of thread in right near his, like, head there. So it's a very wimpy start, but a start nonetheless. I don't even know which way it goes. Yeah. If you are new here, I do like dimensions. I have multiple dimensions kits. I have a ton of full coverage, and I have other small projects. I like to do different things depending on my mood. I like to do multiple things even in a night, switching between projects. So I have a huge variety if you like all different things. So first up, wimpy start, dimensions. Okay. Gotta get my pile like nice and neat around me here. Oh, these aren't in any order. They're not in like dimensions together. I just have them wherever, and we're gonna go with whatever I pull up. If you saw my last video, you're going to see the same things first because that's what's near me. So this one is from Etsy. Oh, let me put a disclaimer also. All of my full coverages are half stitch or like tent stitch. I do that because it's faster and I think it looks fine enough for me. And if there's any hope or chance of me finishing any of these, it's only going to be if I do a half cross because I can go faster. So that is that. And I like to use CXC thread. I feel like it covers better, so most of these are CXC. I've switched to CXC, although there is like DMC mixed in there. So, yeah. Anyways, this is a pattern off Etsy. I don't know the shop anymore. I think it was like Swan Lake or something. But I really love the colors. It's just so pretty and vibrant. This is a great spring pattern. If you watch me, most of my patterns are like winter. I really love wintry, snowy pictures. But this one just really caught my attention. This is on 20 count easy grid. And it's half like I said. But here we go. I started in the middle. And I've just been working around. And generally, I will choose a color and just follow it where the color goes and finish my thread. That's mostly how I do. Just like regular, I don't know, kind of cross country, but not like extreme anything. I just take a color and finish it. I feel like that's the fastest way. But if I do get to a spot where there's like 1 or 2 colors and I just want to kind of fill in, I will park. And depending on how much confetti, I have a couple pieces that have a lot of confetti, and I do park in those instances just because I find that's easier. So generally I will go until my thread runs out, or I will park it if I have a lot left and it's nearby. If the color's nearby, then I will do that. Anything else for me to say about this one? I don't think so. So there's that one. And I do have to put these away as I go, or I would have a royal mess. A lot of these are in project bags I made, unless I don't have enough bags. So this is one of the large size project bags that I make. These hold a ton. It has all the floss in here. There's a full coverage, great size. So I have these kind of bags in my shop as well, different styles for those. Okay, number 2, done. Check. We're already 10 minutes in. Okay, I need to stop rambling. But see, I like talking about cross stitch because my husband and my kids don't want to hear about it. So you're the only one that wants to hear about it. And so here I am talking to you and talking to the camera and to myself. And I love talking about it. So we're going to be here a while. All right, Luca S. Can you tell I'm trying to talk fast? Luca S. Christmas Eve. I love this pattern. I love the colors. I just love the vibrancy of it. I just want to jump in there. Now, I don't actually love the snow and being in the snow. I love looking at the snow out my window, and I love looking at snowy scenery. So, I have a lot of snowy pictures. I don't like stitching white. That's a bummer because I love white snowy pictures. But that one, I have finished one page on it. I am doing a WIP Parade, so I should probably take stuff out of the frames, but I'm not going to because you can see enough. So I finished one page there. I'm moving on to the second. I just think it looks so good. I'm trying to do the back stitch as I go. There's not a ton on this one, just a little bit here and there. The snowman had some, and this person. So there is some, but not a ton. So I'm kind of trying to do that with each page as I go. But really love this one. Also, I am going to say I really love this one. Oh, my dog's gonna bark. I am going to say I really love this one a lot, because I do really love them. Sorry for the crinkling. I hope my dog's barking is not too loud out there. We're expecting a delivery, and she's going to freak out when that comes. Again, this is a smaller bag that I made, but still one of the bags I made. Okay, this one is just a regular bag. Oh, that dog. I might have to pause to stop the dog. This is Little House Needleworks by Kringle. It's by Little House Needleworks. It's called Kringle's. It's that toy shop. I think it's so cute. I really like this pattern. It's big. Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage. Lucy! So sorry. They tend to have small patterns like this, and they usually have like 9 in a set. Oh, this dog. And so, yeah, this one is almost like they have all of them together in one big picture. I don't want to have to pause for that dog. Okay, I think I might put Reese on here instead of Kringle's just for fun to make it our toy shop, but I don't know yet. I started in the middle, pages all interconnect there, so I have found that frustrating, so I immediately went off to the side and I did this one, and I'm kind of working on the bricks. This is on 28 count Mushroom Lugana. This one is regular cross X's, cross stitch. I only do a 10 or a half stitch on full coverage, so these other ones I do not. So, yeah. It's going to be pretty big. Big piece, but that is where I have that one. I like to stitch this one with the sewing method, like in hand, and that fabric feels really nice for doing that kind of method. Alright, next one. I really hope my video is not messing up. If you were here like 2 videos ago, my video was delaying my sound, and I'm nervous it's going to do that again when I'm really far into this, so I hope it's not. This is a magic needle kit. I just learned about them this year, and I bought multiple patterns. This is Winter Cottage. Again, I just love the wintry scene, love houses. I'm not very far into it. I started in the middle, and I'm just kind of right up in there, just using what it came with. it's not a very big one, so that's good. And yeah, I like to just throw a couple stitches in there. These are a little bit harder because they're paper and the coloring is like they're block colored, but it's kind of hard for me to like get my eyes to adjust and follow those, so I don't work on those very much like at a time. Next one is Christmas Gingerbread Village by Owl Stitching House. This one, I really like the little buildings. I started it and did not like the colors that they used, and I restarted it in all pastels. I've started in the middle and I've gone over to this house. Yeah, I believe this house. I'm doing it on kind of like a minty kind of fabric. Some kind of linen. I don't know what the actual color is, so I'm sorry, but these are just colors I have chosen. It's kind of a pastel Christmas, and I really like how it's turning out. I feel like it's a candy Christmas, a candy gingerbread village Christmas, so that one is fun. Okay, next up, let's do this one if I can find I have a mess from my last video. Okay, this one is by Wombat Stitching on Etsy. It's called Christmas Market. I really like this one. I like this one because you can kind of get a little motif done in a short amount of time. And I used to sell it at Christmas shows at a Christmas market, and I'd had my own booth, and so this is a good little memory one. I just like how there's the cute little Christmas booths selling their goods. So I started in the middle, did this tree and this, and I'm going over toward this building now. This is on, I believe it's 16 count Ada that I dyed. So I just took some blues and grays and mixed it up and dyed it. I really like how dark this fabric is because it's popping off. Though there's going to be quite a bit of snow on the ground, and I hate stitching white. So I might try to minimize some of that if I can, but there's a lot of snow and I like how the white pops off of this. Yeah, I like how the stitches pop off of this fabric for sure. So there's that one. Another one is also in the hoop because I was just working on it. This is Artisy's Silent Night by Abraham Hunter. Abraham Hunter is one of my favorites, and I have multiple of his projects started. So pretty. I love blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I do get bored stitching it because I have a couple here that are like all blue. But I started up in the top and I'm working down. This is on 25 count easy grid. Again, it's 10 stitch. So you can see that tree is starting to come in, but we aren't to any of the super fun scenery yet. We're just up in those trees, and I'm going to be in the trees for quite a while, it looks like. But it's fun to work on that one. Oops. So there's that one. I hope I'm not going to lose 100 needles up here on this floor. I'm a little nervous. Let's see. Okay. Trying to keep somewhat organized. Here is my other very blue pattern, and it looks very similar to that last one, but I had to have them both because they are both beautiful. And Leanne gifted me this, so thanks Leanne again. I love it. Charting Creations, All is Bright. I just really, really love this. I love the people, and there's a house, and I feel like this Aurora Borealis kind of thing is like a light shining on Bethlehem. I mean, it's not really, but that's kind of the vibe it gives me. And then the deer looking on, and I just really love it. So I've started up here, and I'm in blue, blue, blue. I've got a little bit of this lightning happening over here, and I'm just coming down, and there's just some trees. So not a lot to see. This is a newer pattern. This is on 25 count, and it's going to be large because that is 25 count. But there we go. Multiple blues that I have used. You can't even tell the variation of how many blues I've used in there so far. But I really have been enjoying this one. I can pick up a thread and go for quite a while in here with it. So there's that one. Next one does not have as much progress. But I bought that, a couple of these, Artisy, when they had a sale, multiple of them. And so I've just kind of started all of them just a little bit. Artisy Winter Wonderland by Mark Keithley. Again, a lot of white, but it's that beautiful winter scenery I like. I'm not anywhere spectacular, and I've barely started. I started in the middle and restarted, so I've now restarted up here. No, not up there, up here. I have found that this top right corner, it works well for me, stitching with the tent stitch. I used to start kind of over here or in the middle. I just liked starting over here now, so I'm just up in trees, and there's really hardly anything to see. This one is a little challenging for me because it's so much gray. Like, it looks white, but there's a lot of, it's gray, so gray's not super fun color, but I like the picture, so I'm going to have to just push through and stitch gray when the mood strikes. Okay, this one is, again, was bought at the same time, Cottage Evening Sunset by Dominic Davison. I started this one I was going to do extreme cross country, and I thought I'll just do all the black all the way through because I think that's fun when people do it. And there was a lot of black up here, but then it kind of dissipates off, and I decided, I'm done doing that. So I started up here, did a lot of black, and then I'm filling in now. Again, this is on 25 count. So you can see a lot of the black, which I do like having all that black kind of on that house. Just marking off, you know, certain areas. It does make it nicer to fill in some of these more confetti type spots. So I might kind of fill in and then spread the black more on this one. I'm not sure, but I really like this one. Here's the problem with well, when you organize, I just organized the other day. When you organize your cross stitch or you make a WIP Parade video, you see all your projects and they look so good on camera too that you just want to stitch everything. I know that other floss tubers have the same thing where you pull it out and you're like, oh, I want to stitch on that. I want to stitch on that. So now I'm seeing these things and I'm like, ooh, I should stitch on that. I should stitch on that. Well, I obviously can't do every single thing. This is Soda Stitch. I really like them. I like their bright colors. This one is not quite as bright, but I got this because I was in the mood for like just a small motif, to get a small motif done versus a large one where you're filling in a big picture but you don't see a lot right away. So I got this one. It's Winter Village, and I think it's so cute with these little houses. I started in the middle, which was like right here, and I went up and I did this little house. I did not get very far, just that little house. This is on a cheapo Joann's 14 count Aida. That's the other thing. I wanted it 14 count Aida, so it was just like big, easy to do. So I dyed it myself. I'm not sure that this whole thing is gonna fit on here. It might just be some of the houses. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, there's that house. The problem with this one is, in fact, all this white in between here that I don't particularly love. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll stitch all that white. Maybe I'll do the houses. Maybe I'll do the white. Maybe I'll just do a few individual houses and make them into little ornaments. I don't know. But right now, I have the big piece so I can do it, and that is where I am right now. Just a little start on that one. I am going to put these in the bag because otherwise all the needles on these projects are going to get lost. Let's see. That one I have not started yet. Put that up here. I want to do a video next, and I will if I have time, of the projects that I have not started. So that might be an upcoming video. But the next one I have started on this WIP Parade is Heaven and Earth Designs Mini Peaceful Harbor by Jane Wooster Scott. I really like that kind of summer scene. Okay, I've only barely started, again, up in the corner. So we just have a little sky. I had started this already. The fabric was too big. I didn't like it, so I was having to use like 3 strands, so I restarted it on just on the 25 count that I have found that I like now. So not a huge start. I'll probably work on that one more as we get closer to summer. All those brand new projects haven't had a project bag made for them yet, so they are all living in a giant Ziploc. Okay. On to this next pile. Okay. What do we have here? This one is fun, but I find it very challenging to stitch. I love the final, where's the picture? I love the final image. Very hard to stitch. Like, I'll show you a little glimpse. It's just, I don't know. I find it very hard. This is lavender and lace, and it was on a giant pattern. I had to like copy it onto, blow up the pattern, copy it onto multiple pieces of paper, and yeah, it's Oh Christmas Tree, and I really, really love the picture, but I am just in the middle of this tree. Why it's like not focusing? I'm in the middle of the tree, and this is like dark green, light green, brown just splattered all over, and I find it really hard to stitch, and so because of that I don't pull it out a lot. But I really want it done, so I'm gonna have to do that. It's fun because it has like beads and sparkles and stuff, but I find it a challenge. I think this is on 28 count Lugana. I don't even know which direction this faces. It's going to be large, definitely large. Yeah, you can't really even see all the color variation in there. There's a few different greens in there. Like I said, I don't even know which direction it goes, but just blobs of color. So I think I struggle with this one because it just looks like a blob, and it's hard to follow on the pattern. I wish this was in Pattern Keeper, because that would be a lot easier, but I struggle with working on it because of those things. But boy, I would really like to have it done. So I need to get in the right mood to pull this one out. Okay. It's in a cute bag. Little snowman bag. Alright, next up. This is in a not cute bag, an Amazon bag. This one I love. I couldn't stop this one for a while, and I was stitching on this a lot this summer. This is Countryside Christmas by Rosemary Berlin, and it's by Stitches So Beautiful. I really love the colors in this. I thought it was so cute. I started at the bottom, messed something up, decided to go up the side and work my way back down, and I would kind of just fix and figure out where I was, fix a mistake as I got there. So I have some down here, and then I'm working my way down. I just love all the little different things that are happening in this one. I feel like there's a lot to look at, and I love the colors. This is on 22 count hard hanger, and I still am just using 2 overrun half cross on it. I just wanted to start it, and this is the fabric that I had. So you can see I'm at the shadow of the animals down here. There's a shadow, and then I've got some tree coming in, and then I'm not sure what's up there. Might be, I'm headed towards the barn, I think. But yeah, I love the colors in this one, but it's going to be pretty big. Again, I've parked some threads depending on where I am. And no, you can tell I do not iron things for these videos because there's like 70 or 80 patterns, and I'd be ironing all day and I wouldn't have any time to film. Okay. This one was an Etsy pattern. Winter Geese. I guess it's a dimensions thing now that I've already bought it, but too late. I've already started it, and so it just is what it is. I think it's, can't find it anyways, but I saw this, and it really reminded me of my field. So I have like a cornfield across from me. There's no barn, but the geese come and eat the corn in the winter, so it just like really reminded me of that. So I just used fabric that I had dyed, just a 14 count, and yeah, that's where I am. It's a bummer that I didn't realize that that was a dimensions kit when I bought it, but I have a few of those where I bought the pattern and yeah, did not know, because it's hard to know when you just see things on Etsy and they're not, yeah. Anyways, okay, this one is a stocking. So both of my kids, I told them to pick out a stocking. We looked at a whole bunch of different stockings, and I told them to choose what they wanted. This is what my 7-year-old chose. these are both dimensions kits. I made a photocopy to keep in this bag, but this is a photocopy of what he wanted, and I'm in the middle, and I've done a lot of the background. A lot of that background. And this tree is a huge amount of backstitch. All the branches are just like backstitch. So I haven't filled that in yet. But this background color was all a half stitch. So that went pretty fast. But yeah, I need to like backstitch a ton of branches, which I'm not looking forward to. But that's pretty cute for his stocking. And then my older son, oh, if I can get this back in the bag. My older son chose this dimensions kit, and where's the, I'm not as far on this one because it is much harder. I think this is 18 count, maybe 6. Yeah, I bet it's 18 count. This is Dimensions Holy Night stocking. And again, I started in the middle, which is kind of right here, and on his like nose and head. So that's about all I've gotten done so far. Really pretty. It's going to be so pretty when it's done. I find it more challenging though because this Aida is really stiff and it's smaller count, and yeah, just harder. It's a paper pattern. I mean, the other one's paper too, but the other one, my other son's, is not a gold kit, so it's easier. So this one is just slower going. But I did get that cow's face pretty good. I need to work on this some more, if they'll ever be done before they're adults. So many projects, so little time. And of course, I just keep adding to my project list like I did today when I bought 3 new patterns. Okay. Get that one put away so I don't lose needles all over myself. My pile is getting a bit big over here. Okay, this is a little one. Oops. This is a Mill Hill. Gotta get it out of Ziploc bags. Uh-oh. Amazon is here. My dog is going to bark and freak out. Okay, Winter Feast. Hopefully she does not hear them. So that's a cute little, I think it's a magnet. I will make it into an ornament. Cute little birds. I am most of the way done with the stitching. There's a needle. So I started stitching and I didn't realize that there was actually like a blue side that you're supposed to stitch on. So I stitched on the wrong side, but that's okay. Doesn't look too bad. I've got most of the stitching. There's a little bit down here that needs done, and then it's mostly backstitch and beads that are left. So not a ton. I should probably work on that and get it done. So that's that little Mill Hill kit. We haven't even touched my shelves yet, and we're 33 minutes in. Oh my goodness. If I get too long a video, it probably won't even upload onto YouTube. Like, I probably am going to have to do this in 2 videos. Okay, this one is from a magazine, which I got off Readly. Readly is a like app and a website where they get magazines, and you pay for the magazines. And so I get a lot of patterns from, like, cross-stitch magazines from Readly. So this one is Patricia Bay from Patricia Ann Designs Winter Wonderland, and it's just a little teeny cute pattern there. I did this on a, you're not going to be able to tell, but a gold sparkle Aida, and it's bigger than hers because it's 14 count. Yeah, you can't really tell. Like, those dark flecks are shimmery gold. But so I did it on gold. I think the original pattern calls for these deer to actually be like in a gold Kreineke type thread, but I didn't have that, and so I thought I'll do them brown and I'll do a gold shimmer background. So super cute. There's a bunch of like French knot snowflakes that need to go in, but I'm actually using, I don't know if you could tell in video, I'm using beads. You can't really tell. You can kind of see, and you can see them better in person, but they're kind of like clearish white beads, so I'm just going to kind of pop those around, and then that one will be done. This one is a Jan Lynn kit. It's called Noel. Yeah, Noel. I like birds, so you can tell from a few of my patterns. I think that one is really pretty. I started in the middle, so the most confetti heavy part is the wreath. So I've done some of this and some of this letter over here, just using the kit materials. I didn't realize there was like swirly in the letters. I thought they were just black, but I get slowed down for sure with that wreath. Yeah, that one's fun. I really like that pattern. I really like that pattern. What's new? I should pull that one out too. This one I'm doing as a gift for somebody. I really like it. I think it's so cute, by Soda Stitch, Cat's Cafe. I just wanted something cute. This isn't normally my style for the most part, but I wanted something cute and fun and bubbly, and just, I think that's what this is. But I wouldn't, excuse me, I wouldn't typically like hang this up in my house, but I have somebody that will think it's really cute. And so I'm stitching this one. I started in the middle. I got this cat done. I'm working a little on this one's ear and this one's ear. This was on a fabric from Hobby Lobby. It's like a Murana? Is it Murana? I don't remember. It was a fabric from Hobby Lobby, like an even weave. And I really love how the colors on this are popping out. So this one doesn't really have much backstitch. I think there's going to be a little bit on like the eyes and nose for whiskers, but mostly it's outlined just with the black stitching. I really like how that's popping off of there, and just the cute colors. So that's one of the reasons I really like Soda Stitch, is just their bright colors. And it's a bit more blocky colors, so it's pretty quick. Okay. This one is Autumn Street by My Brave Stitch on Etsy. I don't have my pattern is small, but it's a fall scene, and I just really love that. Oh, my dog. I'm so sorry. I don't know how loud that dog bark is in the background, but I'm just going to have to keep going. So, yeah. Fall scene. Really pretty. This one is on 22 count hardanger because I just saw the pattern and wanted to get started right away. It is not too big, so I'm already like quarter of the way, close to third of the way maybe through. Really like how the contrasting blue and oranges of this just kind of pop. So really like that pattern. Didn't take me too long either. It's fairly small, and I am doing it on with a half stitch because it's small but still full coverage, so it's going pretty quick. This one again, did not realize was a dimensions kit in the past. I've only been stitching for like 2.5 years, so had no idea. Already had this. Decided to just work on it. It's called Coming Home for the Holidays. And I just like that wintry scene. I've had this for a while. I got this early on. This is on a 16 count, just Zweigart Ada. And I started in the middle. And I'm just using like DMC and going from there. This one's definitely fun to work on. This fabric is really soft, and I tend to stitch in hand doing the sewing method with this one. So yeah, I just like seeing the picture pop off of this one. That one is fun. I should pull it out. Okay, the next one is in my fun bag with horses. Let's see. Dimensions. This one is, I know a lot of people have done this one, and I wasn't going to do it, but it was on sale on, oops, I just bumped you, on Amazon for like $15. And then the more I looked at it, I said, well, that's right up my alley. Snowy, building. So this is Winter Cabin. Really like it. I'm not in any sort of fun part. I'm in the middle of the black underneath of a cabin. And I think I've screwed something up. So I haven't worked on this for a little bit because I need to figure out what I did wrong. But there's not much to look at. Let's see. I don't even know which way it goes. It goes like this, I guess. So there we have it. We have a lot of dark under cabin color. And I think this might be a deer's antler showing up. But I really like the picture of that one. Need to figure out where it went wrong so that I am more inclined to pick it up again. Okay. Alright, that's everything on my floor that I had pulled out that I was going to actively work on. And now we have shelves and shelves more of WIPs, and we're already 40 minutes in. My goodness. I'm gonna have to split this. Okay. I'm gonna have to make like 3 videos. Let's keep going and see how long this gets. Okay, Soda Stitch. I gotta go faster. Soda Stitch 4 Seasons Window Winter. Really like it. Do not like all the white snow in the background, so I plan on not stitching that snow. And I did this on an opalescent Aida instead. So you cannot tell, you can never tell on the camera for the sparkle, but it's like white sparkle, so I'm going to leave the snow off and just have the Aida behind it, and I think that will be pretty cute and snowy-ish. I actually don't have a ton left on here. This curtain comes all the way down, and there's a lot more stitching in that, and then some more on the bottom, but not a ton really left on this one. So started this one last year around this time. Maybe I'll get it done in 2025. I'm running out of space for these things to go. Okay, ooh, I love this one. I struggle with working on this one. I'll tell you why. This one was the very first full coverage I ever bought, The Way It Used to Be by Chuck Pinson and Artisy. I absolutely love this scenery. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. But this was started when I didn't know what I was doing. So, it is on an 18 count fabric, and I'm using 4 strands because I started it with a full cross, 2 strands full cross, and I switched midway once I learned about 10 stitch. Rather than starting over, you cannot tell you cannot tell where I have switched. You can't tell. But doing 10 stitch, I have to use 4 strands to make it match that 2x that I had before. And so 4 strands is a pain in the rear, and it's 18 count, so I just find it a challenge to work on, which is a bummer because I really love this pattern. But I started in this corner and I'm working down and I'm over here. Like, I wonder if I just restarted it on this 25 count I now like, if I'd work on it more, but I have so much done, I don't really want to do that. But I never want to work on it, but I love it so much. What should I do? Should I just force myself to keep going? Should I restart it? I don't know. Got this all kind of folded up. I mean, that's a decent amount done. I should just keep going. There's a lot left. I don't know. Yeah, I really, really love this pattern. I just wish that it wasn't on 18 count with 4 strands. Love it. Look at how pretty those trees in the background are shaded. Ah, I love it. I don't know. I should look at what percentage. Let's see if I can see what percentage is done on it. Because I just hate restarting stuff. Especially with that much. 15%. I've done 10,700 stitches. 10,000 stitches. Almost 11,000 that I would have to redo if I restarted this. What do I do? Tell me in the comments. Should I keep going or should I restart it? It looks good. It's just I don't like the 4 strands. Okay. Moving on. I can't sit here all day. Must keep going. Keep going, just keep going. This one's fun too. This is a Dimensions Gold. I should say the dimensions kits are, like, a lot of them are full coverage. Those I do as they stay, because they have, like, some half cross, some full. So these are not half cross stitch. When I said I do all my full coverage with a tent stitch, not these. This is Treasured Time. I started in the bottom, got up to the rabbits, and I'm up the stairs now, and kind of just in that corner. I've done some back stitching, and as I fill in more, I will do more. This one I really love too. Dimensions just pop off the page so beautifully that once you get a little bit into that, I like looking at them and stitching them. I wish that I could get them on PDF. I did email them and got PDF files, but I can't get them into Pattern Keeper in a way that works for me. What is in here? Oh, these were some freebie patterns that I had started. These are just a couple small ones, so I need to just finish these. I can't get them out. Let's see. I have actually multiple in this bag that are free patterns that I want to start too, but let's see. Shannon Christine Christmas mug. She had a red one. I finished that. And then, I don't know where the paper went for the other one. So, similar kind of thing, but a different, there's like something different here, with a green mug. So, I don't know where the actual pattern is for it at the moment, but a green and a red, and I will turn those into ornaments. Then, Crochet Go-Go had a freebie pattern on her website with this cute cardinal. I did it, but I just did the cardinal. I didn't do the, like, globe around the outside. It's on a sparkly Ada, so I did that, and I'm going to do the same with this little bird one. So I am partway through that one, and then I can have a couple little bird ornaments. So those are just some little freebie patterns that I had. All that's in this bag that I've actually started. My throat is getting dry now from talking for so long and a video prior to this. Okay, Artsy Cross Stitch Hope Runs Deep by Chuck Pineson. This was the second full coverage that I had ever bought, and boy, I love it. I love that color. I love the colors. I have multiple patterns with these like pinkish purpley blues together, and I'm really just drawn to those. But I love this. I started up here. I worked my way down. I'm like halfway across, a little over halfway across, and I've filled in all of this now. I am probably about a quarter of the way through this one. Ooh, needle. Needle almost went missing. This, again, I started at the same, like, similar time as that artist, or the Chuck Pineson one. And so it is also on 18 count, and it is also 4 strands. So, again, not my favorite to do. You can see all this confetti down in this part. This is pretty thick, but so I have a lot of parked threads on this one. This one, for some reason, doesn't bother me as much to do the 4 strands. I don't know why. It's not my favorite, but yeah, pretty. I like this one. Sometimes I will put on a scroll frame and just go and work on it for a while. But really love the colors in that one. That one I'm definitely not restarting. Okay. This is another Etsy shop one called Spooky and Steve and Its Milk and Cookie Company. Thought that would be a cute sign. This is actually, I think I'm doing it on an 18 count. It was just fabric I had. So it's smaller than kind of I had in my mind of a sign being, but that's okay. It's because of the fabric I started it on. And I believe the green is a random green I had, not the same color that they called for, but basically all you need is a black, a green, and a red. And it's fun to just, it's so blocky, it goes pretty quickly, and it's fun to just put a strand in there every now and then. Okay. There's so many more. And Let's pull a few more off the shelf. I'm going to not buy patterns next year. That's my goal. That's my hope for myself. Because I have more than I'll ever be able to do already. People need to stop making such beautiful patterns. Okay, Heaven and Earth Designs, Mini Chapel in the Snow, Donna Gelsinger. This is my first Heaven and Earth design. Again, this was one of my earlier ones, started in the middle. So this one I think this might be my first 20 count I got. And I think I'm still using, yeah, this was my first 20 count, and I was using 3 or 4 strands. 4 strands still. I don't know why. I should have just stuck with 2, because it still looks fine, but, yeah, it doesn't look like a ton right now, because we're in the snow and the reflection of the little chapel down here, but you do see the deer head coming in. I have not worked on this one really this year, I don't believe, and it's probably because I used 4 strands, and I don't want to do that. So, we'll see what I decide to do with that one, but I really like that pattern, and I think this bag really matches it. Look at how cute. Okay. Next up is, this one I restarted, so I'm not that far. Christmas Shelf by Made For You Stitch. It is not available anymore, because I think she was a Russian site, and so Etsy took her down. I started it over here and restarted it, because I wanted to work like top down, so I think I'm at that Christmas tree. Yeah, just barely a start, and I really liked it on this dark brown background. So I have this dark brown, what's it called? I don't know, espresso. And I think it's like an 18 count, 16 count espresso. Well, yeah, you can just see right through there, can't you? So basically all I have is this tree, and I had no idea. There's like actually quite a bit of color changes in this. There is quite a bit of color variation, which I had no idea there would be. So I haven't done a ton on it. You can see where I had started it and messed up or didn't like what was happening and wanted to start at the top and switched. So restart, not too far, but cute pattern. Next one is, oh, my legs. I gotta move. It's almost an hour. Let's see. This one was another one from a magazine. Let's see if it says which magazine. I don't have it printed out which magazine it came from. It's called Winter Sampler. Somebody found this, I believe, on Etsy too. I just think it's so cute. So, Winter Sampler. I'm doing it on a 32 count Murano from Hobby Lobby. This, like, yellowish puke green color was not the colorful color. I was trying to get one similar. Lucy! So sorry. She's gonna bark the Doberman's here. So cute, but I'm going to pause this because my dog's going to bark for the next 10 minutes while this guy delivers. Okay, I'm back with the pup who is being a little pain in the rear. Huh, Lucy? Yeah, you're precious, but you're a little stinker. Alright, go. No more barking. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oh, I did that one. Gotta figure out where I am now. Okay. This is Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I never do. I don't have the picture for it. I only have the chart, so sorry. But it's Caterpillar Cross Stitch, Deck the Halls. Maybe I'll do a real quick, like, hold it up. So it's like a bunch of words with this little images in between, and it's going to be very long. This is on an even count. And yeah, the bright colors are fun. I don't pull this out a ton, I think, because it's even weave, it's not Ada. I don't like the counting in between all the little motifs. I mess up the counting a lot, but it is really cute, and I would love to see it done. I should pull it out because it's got bright, fun colors too. Other than that, I don't know why I don't just pull it out more. Uh-oh, I'm losing a needle minder. Does that mean I've lost a needle? No, it's still there. After I do these, there's like inevitably a needle on the floor, and luckily my kids have not stepped on them. They usually see them, but that's scary. Okay, this one is another Luca S kit. Let me find the cover photo. Let's see, I have like all my working copies. I have to photocopy each page because it's one big page. Where is the picture of it? There it is. So, Luca S, it's Dreaming of a White Christmas. I just think it's pretty. I like the white interior scene. I started in the middle, so I'm like on the stocking and the fireplace and a lot of browns over here. He's using the regular kit materials. This one I did manage to get a PDF file for that works in Pattern Keeper, and so I've filled in the stitching on Pattern Keeper that I have already, so I think I'll be able to go a lot faster now. So not a lot to see, but I'm excited for that one. I should pull this one out tonight too. Oh goodness. Too many choices. So many choices. Alright. That's that stack. Let's keep moving on. I'm going to have a royal mess to clean up, aren't I? Ooh, this one's pretty too. I should work on this one. I like this bag. The colors, because I think it matches this project very well. Well, you can see the floss in here. But yeah, these large bags, these large project bags I make, they're so great for full coverage because they just hold an enormous amount of floss. Look at all this floss in this project. Here's the problem with this project. This is by, what is it? The Cross Stitch Studio. The Cross Stitch Studio has beautiful projects, but they are insanely huge. Huge. That's not even all. Like, this is the spare floss that goes with all of this. But I love the colors. Okay, but so these projects are just gigantic. I bought a crop thinking that would be smaller, and I didn't really pay attention to the sizing as I should have. I should probably crop this even smaller because it's huge. This is 650 by 650. Oh goodness. Okay, it's an Abraham Hunter picture. It's called Shirley. It's a crop of one of his artwork. But I just loved I like sea turtles, and I loved the colors. And so I got it, but I didn't realize it was so gigantic. I started down here in the coral, which, as you can imagine, is a lot of confetti. So I'm in major confetti down there, which is not my favorite, and I'm never getting out, because you can tell, until I get up here where it's all just blue. But maybe I can, like, crop some over here. I don't know. It's gigantic. But I like the picture and the colors. I haven't pulled it out for a while. This fabric. Okay, this is 20 count. I hope this isn't the whole size of it. I have an enormous piece. Oh my gosh. Is this... I can't even hold it up. Is this how big it's really going to be? What was I thinking? What was past me thinking? I don't even know. I hope this is more fabric than it calls for. It probably isn't. Oh my gosh. Okay, so... oh my gosh. 20 count. I've got a bunch of... I gotta fold this back up. I've got a bunch of hanging threads because this is a bunch of confetti down here. I mean, super a lot of cool colors and bright, but I mean, who's gonna, not me, finish this giant thing? I need to figure something out before I get further in there. I need to measure that. Is it really gonna be that huge? I hope not. I hope I bought more fabric than I needed. 650. Oh goodness. Maybe it's like that. Maybe it's just that big and I have extra fabric. I don't know, but well, I don't know what past me was thinking, but present me is thinking I better figure this out because that's huge. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Next up. This one is almost done. probably my oldest WIP, or one of them, when I first got back into cross stitching. I completed a lot of the other ones that I had first started, but this one is still here. Autumn House by Cute Patterns by Maria on Etsy. I really, really love this. I still love it. This roof, can you see that roof? The head is all back stitching. So little me, 3 years ago or so, 2.5 years ago, did not know about back stitching when I started cross stitching, and I was looking for a small pattern. I just wanted a small fun thing to learn to cross stitch. I mean, I had like 2, but I wanted something fall. It was fall and I wanted to fall. So I thought, well, that doesn't look so big. That's just a house. Okay, well, that's a lot of stitches, and I did not know about all this back stitching and like the trees and this and the gate and the house windows. It's all back stitching. So this is on a fiddler's cloth from like Joann's or Michael's or something. It's a 14 count. It's all wrinkly. So I am now mostly done with that house, but I've got a tree and some leaves down here and another tree on this side. And then I'm pretty much done with the stitching. However, well, there's a few of these little teeny leaves. There's more of them that need to come up here, but the majority of the stitching is done, and mostly I now have a ton of back stitching to do on this. Sorry, just keep moving it around. So it's really pretty. I really like it. Really do. I just have to get myself in a mood for back stitching and go to town. I'm seeing a couple stitches in the middle of that house there. Something happened down there, but for the most part it's done, and I've got a lot of back stitching to do. So that's a good fall one. I'm excited when it's done because it'll be super cute. Okay, here's another giant one. I did know this one was giant when I got it. So Pleasures of Winter by Terry Redlin and Heaven and Earth Designs. This is also a dimensions kit, but okay, so dimensions is harder and it has back stitching and all that, and this I knew I could just do I could just do a tent stitch. So I thought, okay, I'll just do this because I can just do a tent stitch and that'll be faster, but it's still 700 something by 400 something. So it is still gigantic, but it's so pretty. I like Terry Redlin's lighting. The lighting in his pictures I really love it. So I'm up here, I started in this corner, and I am up here just in tree and sky. And I did restart this too, actually, recently. Because I started on much bigger fabric, and then was like, well, this is going to be huge already, I'll do it on 25 count. And it's still going to be huge. But this is what I have so far on 25 count. Tent stitch. Again, a lot of blue. I like these patterns with this dark blue, I guess. Blue and trees. But, where am I? Yeah. That one's going to be so pretty if and when it is done. Next set here. Okay. Let's see. I might do a break. Do I do a break or do I keep going? Let's see how far we can go. Okay. Oh yes, this one. This one. This one. This one is huge too. This is the Cross Stitch Studio, and I love this pattern. I love the colors. It fit right down my alley with the colors. It's Abraham Hunter. Check, 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 check. Gigantic though. 979 by 649. So beautiful. So gigantic. And I started it on 22 count Hardanger. Maybe, I'm not that far, maybe another restart and I start on 25 count. I don't know, it's huge. Okay, but look. And actually, the start that I've done now, my Hardanger wasn't even big enough, so I was going to, like, crop out a section. Like, I think there's a boat. Yeah, there's, like, a ship back here, and I was going to crop some of that. But I don't know. Light of Hope. Isn't it beautiful? Love the colors. So pretty. I have the fabric all wrapped up, and I'm not going to undo it because it's absolutely gigantic. That's what I have done. And part of me wonders, Should I just restart that on 25 count also? I mean, this is 22 count hardanger, so it's not going to be that much different of a size, I don't think. I don't know. Don't know. But that's where I am. Again, I love Abraham Hunter. His artwork, and those are so pretty. Uh-oh. I have a pattern. A pattern missing from a bag. Shirley's jumped out of her bag. I need to put her back before she's lost. Hold on. Okay. There's piles everywhere. What's in here? This is a little travel bag I made. So that when I went on a plane, like I have a spot for my needles. So that when I had a plane, I could have stuff I needed, plus a few different patterns in different sections. So I don't know what's in here, but we're going to look and see. I think I mostly emptied it out. Oh, there's one pattern I started. Again, this was from Cross Stitcher magazine, but it's also, she has an Etsy shop. Can't remember her name. Is it Erin Condren? No, not Erin Condren. That's a planner lady. I'm losing my mind. Okay, who is this? I can't. I can't read this. It's too small. Oh, Emma Congdon. Emma Congdon. I was close. Erin Condren. Okay, Emma Congdon. Puddles and Paddles. This is on her Etsy shop, but I got out of a magazine. Cute little ducks. I thought that was super cute. I just barely started. This is just on a 14 count, and I just started in one of the corners on one of the sets of ducks. But I think that's going to be a fun, I think I started up here on this little guy. Yeah, I think that'll be a fun spring project. Okay, that's what's in there. So go back in. Do I have anything else in here? Oh, yes, I do. I feel something. What is it? It's like Christmas morning. Oh, dimensions. This is Gold Collection Petite. The lighthouse. What kind of lighthouse? Cliffside Beacon. So I started in the middle, I guess. Yeah, I must have been in the middle. And I'm kind of like up in there. Let's see where I am. I took this... I took this camping. Oh, I got more done than I thought. So, I've started on that fencing down there at the bottom, it looks like. Getting over to this spot. So yeah, I've done some on there. I think that's, no, I have another petite. I guess I have maybe 2 or 3 dimensions petites. Okay. What's this one? This one is Bothy Threads, Crackers About Cheese. We just had a mouse problem, so these little mice make me mad. But they're cute in this picture. Yeah. Start in the middle, finish this first mouse, done a lot of cheese. And the last I worked on it, I had done more cheese, which is a lot of yellow. But that's super cute. These are Hannah Dale Rendell designs, and it comes with the splotchy fabric. I think they're very cute. There's a whole bunch of different animals. It's a paper pattern, so I'm a little bit slower with it. But super cute. I need to work on that one some more because I believe that I got that one 2 Christmases ago now. That should be done by now. Okay. Moving on. Oh, Abraham Hunter. What's new? Love him. God Shed His Grace by Abraham Hunter. This is the artisty version. There's a whole bunch of versions all over. So many people have stitched this. They're beautiful. I saw it and was like, I have to have this. This is before I knew about Abraham Hunter, and I first saw this and I was just like, wow, that looks, I just love that. So yeah, I got this one. This is on 20 count. Oh man, this is another one where I did 4 strands of thread on 20 count, tent stitch. So I started in the middle. There's this one I struggled to, okay, because of the 4 strands and the grays and browns. I just don't, they're not my favorite to stitch, grays and browns. So and it's a lot of like confetti, so I get bored. But I went up, I counted over to the sky, and I was gonna continue to work from the sky down a little bit because that's less confetti. So do a little bit of that and then come over and do a little bit of this. I think that was my plan for this one because I love the final, like the finished look of it. Boy, that's thick being 4 strands. Okay, what else? This one was a Christmas gift last year. Dimensions Gold Aurora Cabin. I love these blue Aurora pictures, don't I? I sure do. I'm gonna have a whole wall one day of all blue Aurora winter vibe pictures. I started in the bottom and came up this way. This one has something I've never used before, which is, don't know what it is, can't think of what the name is. It's that clear, there's some, it's that clear shimmery floss. Can't think of what it's called at the moment. But here I am. Okay, but you can kind of see the shimmer. So you have to stitch with like white or whatever, and then you have to stitch that shimmer on top of it. So that's kind of annoying to double stitch. But it sure is pretty with the final like shimmery effect, but you can't really tell from this video, on the video. But yeah, they just have detail. So nice in their patterns. Okay, there's that one. Oh, another magic needle. Sorry, really crinkly. Okay. This one, these magic needles, I like the patterns. The actual paper pattern itself I find very challenging to work with. I like the pattern. This is going to be bad reflection because it's sunny, but I'm not going to take it out of here. There we go. What is this called? Singing Robins. Just recently this year I decided I kind of like florals. I never did before. I was always like, I don't like vases with flowers. I'm not a huge fan of. A couple of them are getting to me now, but this one with the birds, really like it. Really like the colors. And so yeah, started in the middle, working on this flower thing. I have realized that flowers and floral things have more confetti than I'm used to. I don't know which direction this goes. Maybe this way? Maybe this way? Who knows? I don't know, but it goes like this. But there we have it. I should work on this one more too, because it reminds me of spring. Sorry for the crinkle. Okay. I probably shouldn't even show this one, because, sorry, my throat is so dry now. I think I'm giving up on it, but I'll show you it anyway, because it's currently a WIP. This was by Jordan Preve, can't remember her name. It's a free weather chart, free weather one. So you like make a little petal on the flower for each day, tracking the temperature. And I wanted to do this year because it's our first year in a new house and we have a big garden, and I thought this was so cute and I would see what the weather was like for the first year. But I got, I don't know, like through March or something, and then I just died off. And now the thought of switching colors every single petal for the rest of the year has made me think, I don't think I want to do that. So I don't know if I'll keep it up, but it is pretty cute. So I don't know. I haven't gotten rid of it yet. I have a chart with the weather that for each day, a calendar. So maybe I'll continue. It is cute. I haven't pulled it out since like March or whenever this ended, March, April time frame. Started getting warm, it looks like, my pinks. So yeah. I don't know. I wanted to give up on it, but then I brought it out, and when you bring it out, it looks cute. So maybe I'll have a spark of desire to finish it. We'll see. I like the idea of the weather charts. If I finish this one, that will be probably the only one I ever do, because I like the idea. I didn't actually like doing it each day. This is a cute bag. I like this fabric. Ooh, this one I like. This was a new one this summer. I have 3 of these. They are Crochet Go Go. This one is like 4th of July in the city. I also have spring in the city and fall in the city somewhere. But those are super cute. I started at the top. I think I probably have most of the top, and somewhere down in the middle now too. Let's see. Oh, I did. Most of the top is done. This is on Joann's, just 14 count. I wanted 14 count so it would just be easy, fun block stitching. Oh, I remember now. The white on this like hardly shows up, and I tried to dye this. I tried to dye it with like an actual dye. That didn't work because this cheapo stuff from Joann's is like polyester and not cotton. It's like shiny. So it doesn't take the dye. So then I was like, well, great. I really want to start this. So I took tea and coffee and tried to dye it. And it did give it a little tinge. It did a little bit, but not a ton. So the white is still hard to see, but it was good enough for me. And I really like stitching on it because the block coloring is really nice. And I just really like the motifs and the colors in this one. So I can't wait to get back to that one too. I should have more patience to start things and get like the proper fabric and everything before I start, and then I wouldn't have these problems that I have of having to use 4 strands of thread because I'm just using the fabric I have. But I don't have any patience, and when I want to start it, I want to start it. Okay, this one is Letty Stitch Christmas Ornament Kit. Last year I did this ornament for my son. Now I am working on this one. I'm just in the bottom here. This came with plastic canvas, but after doing this one on plastic canvas, I decided to do this one on fabric. So I just took a scrap of, I think it's 16 or 18 count Ada. And yeah, just barely gone the bottom of this dress down there. That one is cute. Man, my throat is getting scratchy from talking. I should have brought up a water. Must keep going. Okay. Let's see. Noah's Ark Landscape by Abraham Hunter. I wanted one with a bunch of animals. Found this pattern, fell in love. Started in the middle. Got a lot of this stuff. Came this way to the ark. This is on 20 count, but this one I only used 2 strands. 2 strands tint. So I know it can be done. And it was good enough coverage for me. So I should have just done 2 strands on the other ones. Like some of the dark stuff isn't quite as dark, you know, as if it would have been 4 strands. But from far away it looks the same. So it's good enough for me. But yeah. I like this one. I should pull it out again too. Okay, moving on. What is that? That one's gonna go. I'm gonna do that one. Some of them I just haven't worked on since the very, very beginning, and I don't plan to, and they're gonna go bye-bye. Alright, this one was a pattern I got on Etsy. It's like an advent calendar. So you stitch each of these little things individually and then hang them up. I have not gotten very far in this. This is on that same junky Joann's fabric because it's 14 count and I wanted something easy, but I'm just at the top there. I need to get a move on if I want my kids to be young and still interested in putting advent things up. Gotta get a move on. Gotta get a move on. Okay. So we have like 1.5 shelves left. I'm going to go faster. Just going to fly through these. This is Made For You Stitch Garden Shelf, same as the Christmas shelf, but a garden one. Again, not available anymore, but cute. Okay, I started in the middle, doing some of this. Again, so much like color blending on these that I didn't realize, and a lot of backstitch that I did not realize. But super cute. This is on a linen. Just so cute. Sweet, cute garden one. I really like this. I find it hard to stitch on just because of the color blending. There's a lot of like blending and stuff. It's not hard. It just requires more focus for me. I should pull that one out again too. Okay. Oh wait. Now I'm mixing up my piles of which ones I've done and which ones I haven't done. I'm gonna go need some hot tea after this. I'm home all day with my kids. I do yell at them, but I'm not used to talking so much. Okay, this one was, who is this? On Etsy. Oh gosh, I can't even pronounce her name. Something. House with Deer, can't pronounce her name, on Etsy. It reminded me of my new home, because we have a lot of deer and like geese, and we're in the country, so we don't get a like winter like that here, but kind of reminded me of that, and I kind of liked it, but it's kind of something with it was a pain. I think her symbols, I was having problems in Pattern Keeper or something with her symbols, so I have not gotten very far. Just barely a start. I'm not in love with this one. I don't know if I will keep this one up or not. I don't know. Next one is what? Oh yeah. Another magazine one, Jolly Holidays. Don't know which magazine it came out of because I didn't print that information. But it's just like vintage Santa. So we don't do Santa. But I just thought that was so cute. And we like Rudolph. Like the Rudolph movie and stuff. So I liked the vintage look of it, but because we don't really do Santa, like I don't put Santa anything up. I don't know. I just haven't really wanted to work on it a lot. So this might get tossed to the side. It's on even weave. Still would be cute to finish, but I don't know. Kind of lost interest in it. That must be why these couple have been together, like in my lost interest area of my shelf. Next one. These ones I have not lost interest in. These are Country Cottage Needleworks. She had a whole bunch of them. The Beach Boardwalk. I have 3. So I have, what is this? Souvenir Shop. Boardwalk Sign, which is the one I've completed. And Ice Cream Shop. So I've done one of them and I'm working on the next one. This is on the called for fabric. Sapphire Linen. Oh, I just barely started. So I finished that middle boardwalk section, and I've just barely started the next one. So I'll probably work on that again in summertime. I like the pastel look of that set. Okay. Let's see what's next here. Oh, this was one of the other ones that I had purchased. I didn't know it was a dimensions kit until it was too late. But it was a dimensions kit. I had already started, it was a kit, and an image that I found out later was a kit, but I had kitted out myself and already started it. And this looks exactly like where we go to the beach. With these, like, candy cane. Oops, somebody's here. It's gonna get loud. Candy cane, or candy. I'm gonna have to stop. I can't talk anymore. Candy colored, like, beach houses. So I started in the corner. Super cute. It really reminds me of where we go to the beach. So I really like that one. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here because my husband just showed up. That means my kids are about to start screaming. My husband's about to make noise. My dog's going to bark. I'm going to call it here. Here goes my dog. And I will come back for a second half. I will make a second half of my WIP Parade for the rest of these and the rest of my shelf down below. So stick around, watch part 2 coming up next. Thanks for visiting me, and I'll see you next time.